everyone. My name is Miss Malvina. Hope everyone's had a good, blessed week. Hope they got out to enjoy today's spring-like / summer-like weather. As for me, I've been working. Okay, so come in and speak. Tell me how your week's been. This week was pretty good. I went to spend time with Cam, family and friends weekend. I'm doing pretty good. Had to get back adjusted. Okay, hey Kayla. Now here I go. I gotta check my notes. How are you? Happy Thriving Thursday, everybody. You know, always. Let me see. With the name. Let me see. Oh, that not Antoine. Tell me your name again. I know Antoine, but that's not Antoine. I don't never know. Hey Talia. Hey Jalen. Hey Asada. Hey Vaya. Hey Ma. And hey Antonio. How y'all doing? I'm doing okay. I'm enjoying this beautiful spring-like weather. This week, like I said, getting back on track after coming from family and friends weekend with Cameron. So other than that, this week has been pretty. Hey, Blast has been pretty good for me. Not too bad. Has an easy week with the transportation clients and everything like that. So, hey, Antoine, how are you? I got it right. Yay. Now I still ain't got the other one with the traveling game. Now I know this one is Antoine. I know that person. All right, y'all. So this week, y'all, let me get right into the topic. All right, this week, y'all, I don't know if y'all can see, but it says meeting people where they are. Hey Dawn. Anybody got any new news this week? Oh, from practice. How did it go, Dawn? Let us know. Let us know. Anybody got any good news, bad news, or indifferent news? Let us know. Hey, Kajay. Now, I always ask you. I hope I got it right. I remember. I'm talking about the other one. Yeah, actually, I checked my notes and say, all right, that name, that's how I came. That's how. All right, so this week, like I said, we're going to talk about meeting people where they are. It wasn't good to have a lot of work. Oh, I know that's right. It's all right, Dawn. You gonna get it. Oh yeah, how did it go, Talia? I was thinking about you. That's good. At least you know you got in there. But I was thinking of Eugene. Let me put you right in my notes right now. I was thinking about you. And yep, I was like, I wonder how she made out. I sure was thinking about you. When I was with Miss Joni and Cam on Sunday. I'm gonna put your name right down here right now. Okay. Yep, look, I ain't even playing because I ain't gonna remember. Let me do it right now. So now I got it. Antoine is that one, and that other one, Eugene. Okay, got it. We gonna get it. Oh, you do? I didn't know you did the guitar. I was telling you I knew you would do good, and we already knew that, but I knew you would be nervous. That's to be expected. But I didn't know, Antoine, that you did the guitar. I didn't know that. Hey, Orlando, happy Thriving Thursday. I got on-site accept submission for Virginia. Oh, I know that's right, Bear. Congratulations. I know that's right. Congratulations. Those are good news, y'all. And the weather is good. We should, all be feeling good this week. Especially the day has been, look, I can go all with the weather like that. Little air conditioner. Antonio, what you saying? Man, I am. What happened? Ma, you said okay. All right, so I know, right? I was scared I was going to forget the lyrics to my own song. Talia, we said you had it. We knew you had it. Congratulations. I'm confident I'm fitting to go hard tomorrow. I know that's right, Antonio. Okay, my y'all. I was just with their band today. We performed for them, and it was so amazing. Oh, that's good, Dawn. I'm glad you did good. Hey, Naeem. Bless said, speaking of guitar, I got one today, but I'm gonna get it fixed and get some lessons. See, I don't even know. I don't know nothing about no guitar. I like to listen, but I don't know nothing about it. The strings are broke. Oh yeah, get it fixed, Bless. I think they had a place up on Frederick Road in Catonsville. It used to be like a music place that fixed them. and sell them and all that. I don't know if it's still up there. I mean, that was years ago. Right across from the Friendlies up there on Frederick Road in Catonsville. I do know they had that. I don't know if it's still there. I mean, that was years ago. Because I had a friend that did play the guitar. All right, y'all. So yeah, the topic this week is meeting people where they are. Okay. All right. So when you say meeting people where they are, what does that mean to you? As for me, I'm gonna say what I've learned this week, since last week, and been learning, beforehand, that we can tend to like put expectations on people, where we feel people should be, even like, in a leadership role, whether it's at work, whether it's at school, college, in your business, being a leader of your family, your friends, relationships. It's always okay, bless you, welcome. Hey Yolanda, how are you? It's always like things we expect from people. So that's like meeting people where we want more for people. Of course, being in a leadership role, you want people to do better, you want them to excel, level up. But sometimes people are we have to realize that people are okay just where they are. We try to put higher expectations on people based on where we are, but we have to look at where people came from, what they're going through, what mindset they're in. And Talia says, see where they are emotionally and mentally, and not trying to put stuff onto them if they aren't in that mindset to receive or understand. And Talia, and you're right. That's exactly your definition, exactly what it basically is. And we can tend to do that. You want, like, even when it comes to the colleges, us parents, I'm guilty of it. You want your child to go to the college that you want them to go to because your family went there, your great grandmother went there, auntie went there. So you can tend to, hey sister, how are you? Yeah, you made it. I'm doing good, Yolanda. Can't complain. Enjoying this spring-like weather. Gotta keep your coat on. You don't want to get sick because we have to remember this is still winter. Okay, so so I'm doing okay. Got some rest. Enjoyed the family and friends weekend this past weekend with Cam. So those are so I'm blessed. I can say that. No complaints. But definitely we all, and we tend to do that. I feel like you should do, Yolanda. It do feel good out there. You want people to, when it comes to the businesses, I feel like your business should be ran like this, or your business should be at this level now. But you don't know what people going through financially, mentally, what's going on in their environment and their life that's like preventing them from being able to be on that level. And then they might just be content where they are. So you have to meet people exactly where they are. Okay. Talia, also don't try to have someone on the same mindset or pace as you, because everyone learns and thinks differently. And Talia, that's another one. Yup. That's what we also have to realize. People learn and they think differently. A lot of people want me to be like more organized, and it's not that I don't want to. It's like sometimes I need the extra boost. And Cam try to work on that with me. My friend try to work on that with me. And trying to be like more organized. Once I get there, I see that it's very helpful. Hey Cam, just speaking to you. I just talked about, but once I get there, I see the benefits behind it, but it's like getting me there. Some people not motivated to get to certain things, certain things in life for whatever reason. They may have too much already on their plate and their mindset, that they had, you just have, and you just meet them where they are. Just help them from right where they are. If they want to grow or level up, then you're there to support them. You can suggest it, but don't like try to keep forcing it on them. When they're ready to make a change or make a difference in whatever things they doing in life, they will do so. We're talking about meeting people where they are, and we was asking, what does that mean to you? For those that just came in, happy Thriving Thursday to everybody. Okay. All right. So as leaders, meeting people where they are. As leaders, we want the best for everybody. We do. You want everybody to do good. You want everybody to, level up, come up to the level or higher where you at. You want to see people grow, build, and everything like that. But we as leaders have to be like open-minded, patient, understand, and know that we will encounter people from all avenues of life, like Talia was saying. Not everyone comes from the same culture, upbringing, walks of life. experiences, educational background, spiritual background, and we have to learn that everyone has their difference in opinion and views on various aspects. Okay. And so it's nice to help someone improve, but you got to realize as a leader, you may not be there for their shell break, but at least it happened for the greater good. And you're right, Antonio. Yeah, we want to help people improve, but when they're ready, they will. You can always offer some type of support, some suggestions, give them some resources, but it's up to them to actually put in the legwork. I'm an advocate. I have a best friend that I'm always got I got my foot on his neck to do this, do that, and the third. But I have to realize some people are comfortable where they are, and I have to just be okay. If they okay with it, I gotta be okay with it. I mean, I can suggest all day long, but they actually have to do the footwork. So meeting people where they are, this is where we connect the gap from our expectations and where the other person is coming from. This is where you learn to listen, to understand their values, their needs, their desires, and even their trauma responses. And this is a learning process though. Because I'm quick to say, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. And then vice versa. People will tell me, Vaya said, or they not ready for the growth. Right. And people get on me. I mean, and I don't like it. Sometimes they right. And then, and then I'm the type, I'll listen to what people saying. And later on, I will react or do, or kind of think it through and then do stuff like that. But at that present time, it's like, I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? I don't want to do it. I do it when I get ready to do it. I feel like, don't be telling me, but they mean well, but once I do it, and, certain people now, you got to pick and choose who the people is, but people that mean you the greater good or want the best for you and genuinely want the best for you. You already know you have some that just don't want you to do so you definitely want to make sure, that it depends who it is, but we definitely have to start you just don't know what people going through. Some people share what they're going through, some people don't, some people, on a personal level. So you definitely have to meet them where they are. Everybody don't have the same educational background. Everybody don't learn the same way. Then people keep on think about the past and what they grew up to be, and definitely now things have changed. It's not even the same out here in the world. Everybody trying to survive and make it. So you have to take all that into consideration. Okay, Antonio said, oh, you definitely don't want forced growth because at some point the pressure can become too much and they become overwhelmed. Some traumas can stem from situations like those. Right. You just don't know. Talia said it also compromising with each other to see where we are together instead of pushing someone too far because of your expectations. What you might expect won't be always what you'll receive. Right. And you can tend to put so much pressure on someone that you push them away. Or, and that might be a good friend. That might be a niece, a nephew, a classmate, a roommate, a business partner, a team member, if you're on teams and stuff like that. So you definitely have to realize some people, you can suggest, and then when you see that they not reciprocated, receptive of receiving what's going on, then you may just have to step back a minute, and see if they actually put in some work. So if they put in some legwork, then you say, okay, they kind of listening. Slowly but surely, they're coming around based on whatever they may be going through. People have different journeys in life. So let's be clear. We all know nobody's perfect. We're going to make mistakes. Hey, Shane, how are you? People are going to make mistakes every day. However, judgments are made every day based on what someone else is doing in their life. And this thing called life is a journey, and we all are going through it. Some have a better journey than others. I always say in my life, it seems like everything I do, I got to work hard for it. It ain't, some people get things in life and it's just like, here. Me, it just seems like I got to lose everything and then rebuild. I'm glad, that's good. Rebuild and, start from the bottom and work my way back up. That just seemed like how my life wasn't always peaches and cream, how it has been. So, and I appreciate all of that I have went to the bottom, went to the top, been in the middle, been all over the place, because those things help me to grow into the person I am, and then help me to, when things do come up, how to handle certain obstacles, certain situations, how to get through things. Because I say, hey, I've been in situations worse than this. Hey, Raquel, how are you? I've been in situations worse than this before. So if I got to do this part, Lord knows I can make it through that, even when it feels like I might can't. Naeem said, I honestly think if you haven't made a mistake, you aren't doing it right. You ain't doing right, Naeem. And we all, because a mistake, that's what the point of having a mistake is. So hey, look, I don't want to do that again. And then again, you might do it again and do it again and do it again until you actually get tired of it. Until you get tired, until you realize, some people with addictions and things like that, they darn near have to lose their life. They have to be going back and forth to prison, and all that before you actually feel like you tired. I just want to change for me. Can't change for somebody else, but you just want to change for yourself. They have to want it. They go bankrupt. They'll get tired of that, keep not being able to take care of themselves and provide for their family. They'll stop. You have gamblers out here. They spend all their money up and gambling and stuff like that. And then, but they have to get tired of it. You can be there and support and say, hey, we got gambling anonymous, we got this going on, but they have to be the person that get tired of it. We just, as a leader, can be here to be supportive and try to be understanding. And, the reason people going through things that they're going through. And you just have to say, well, maybe because of this or maybe because of that, that they just not ready to grow or level up or move on, or, or I'm putting too much on them that not prepared to even deal with. Just because I can do this doesn't mean the other person can. Or they might, I may be stronger to deal with something, and then the other person might not be that strong to deal with it, So that's just to give an idea of how things. So y'all, if anybody have any examples of meeting people where they are, I know I've shared a few of them. Definitely put them in the chat. I'm trying to think of other things I could say, like let me see. I'm gonna use, y'all know me and Cam always talk about each other. I'm gonna use Cam for example. Cam, if you don't hear it, don't worry about it. But for example, when she got her car, she got her own car, and I was a little she knew the reason she got the car. I was saying, no, I don't want you driving. They got going all the way to your college. They got the kids getting kidnapped, teenagers getting kidnapped and snatched, and carjackings and accidents, and I'm just doing all this stuff, right? I just feel like because you can just continue to fly back, don't get the car until you come home for good. I mean, I'm just going through all this because I'm expecting, just expecting her just to wait and get the car until she's actually home and not away from college with the car. But that was what but I'm just using Karen as an example because then I was like, hey, guess what? You raised her. I had to take a step back. Here we go. Y'all see on the other side, self-evaluate. You raised her to be independent. You raise her to be independent. You want her to have her own things. You want her to be able to be self-sufficient. You want her to be able to get around. She's out of town. We have a few family members where she is, but still, you don't want to always have to rely on other people. I teach that, so, the car is to help her to be able to, go to appointments, go to work, just be able to get around, because that car helps her to maneuver through, where she's at college. So I had to self-reflect, do a self-evaluation, like, hey, and guess what? This is something she want to do. Your hands don't have to be in it. And at the end of the day, her name is in it. This is her own thing that she chooses to do. This is what she want to do at this age. She don't have to wait till she's 21 and 25 to go get a vehicle. She want to get it now. She's of age. She worked hard. She got to save the money up. She got her license. So all that. So this is what she want to do right now. So that's like an example where I had to do some of that. And it's a whole, I could be all night talking about all examples, but if y'all have some, you definitely can put it in the chat of where, you definitely have to just meet people where they're at. Not a bad thing, but I'm just saying those, like I said, I have a best friend that, I stay on them. I stay on them. You need to do this. You need to do that. And I have like a hustle mentality. I do, y'all. I'm always for trying to make a couple dollars. So if I see something, I send it. You need to do this. You need to do that. But that's not him. He's not the type that's going to get out here and hustle and bustle. I'm already content where I'm at right now. Or I feel whatever I got going on, I can't do what you got to do. I mean, what you can do. I can't do that. You can. That's what you do. My thing is, I just rather just. This is where I'm at. I'm okay with it. And I had to understand that. That's where he at. I gotta leave. I gotta understand that. Kayla said, I feel like my parents going to be the same way. Kayla, yes. And Kayla, just anybody parents that's like that, just definitely be patient with us. It's not like we don't want you to do certain things. It's just so much going on. We scared, we nervous. Every time you turn around, you turn on TV, something happening to somebody, and the accidents and the snatching and the kidnapping and the carjacking, and even if you're going to a party, how the girl, her supposed to be her best friends, they took her somewhere and did something to her. We just saw a couple of those incidents happen. And that's why like parents just be kind of like just worried to death. Cameron said we can't grow always under our parents. Yeah, we have, and then as parents, we have to understand that we gave you the tools to go, to go out here, be a productive adult. But and we have to trust and have faith in God or whoever you serve that you're going to be okay and you're going to make the right decisions. We raised you, we drilled you, we're always here if you need a listening ear, or if you know me, I like be transparent, or if you need me to get my honest opinion, that I would be it too. And just be patient with your mom, Dawn. It's all in love, y'all. It's definitely, we just don't want y'all to go through what we went through. It was hard somewhat what we went through, and I know it's even harder now. So definitely that's what we try to do, but we also have to understand that y'all are, young adults and trying to have your own life, have your own, you want to do things the way you want to do them. We're here if you fall, because I fall and I don't have nobody to pick me up. But God, but I'm just saying that, and if you make a mistake, guess what? It's okay. You can always fix it and do it over again. You're still young, so you got a whole life ahead of you. So but definitely be patient with your parents, because I know I'll be on camera hard. I definitely be don't. You just want the best for them. I don't want you. I'm trying to prevent you from hurt, harm, and pain. But those type of things help y'all to grow to the individuals that y'all are. When you make a mistake and you say, I won't do it like that next time, or I won't go that route next time, I'll go this route. So you learning a lot. And then I was just trying not to put too much financial hardship. I feel like focus more on your educational piece, but like I said, the car helps her to be able to maneuver and do things that she need to do, because I'm not there to just like drive. And then she don't want to rely on nobody. You got me. I say I ain't going nowhere today. I don't know what you're going to do, but stuff like this. So I got my own car I can pick up and go. So I'm just saying, but definitely be patient with your parents, y'all. Try to be understanding that a lot of us going through morals and principles that we learned years ago that don't even really, some of them apply now and some of them don't. Stuff has definitely changed now. Like I said, a lot of young adults have to grow up fast. Taking care of the siblings, taking care of the grandmother, and trying to even probably take care of your mom and your dad sometime. So it's a lot of responsibilities from back then. Back then, you could be a child. Now it's like you gotta grow up fast. Like at 6 years old, look, you might start cutting some grass and help mom out. I'm just saying, like that kind of stuff. And those things is not far fetched. You have to be in there cooking for your siblings and stuff like that. Mom is sick or going through something. So you have to be like the backbone. Even as soon as you come out the womb, come on, get to work, help us out. So you just don't know what people going through. It don't matter what age you is, down to, like I said, as young as Q, 6 years old. They have a lot of responsibilities and the parents have high expectations. So even I ain't perfect. Even with him, sometimes I have to say, all right, I have to learn how to just do a woo side for a minute and calm down, because he's still 6 years old. Sometimes I can't help it though. My nerves and anxiety, y'all, be off the chain. But so y'all, I talk all night, but so y'all, and these are like other examples and that like meeting people where they are. And this is like in leadership, people may not have the same experiences. People, when Antonio said, I met someone going through a low time, and after a while, as time went on, I brought them up. Now they work on their goal of becoming a video creator. And Antonio, that is and you like to see that. You like to see that somebody actually took what you showed them and the support you gave them, and they took that and made something of themselves, put themselves in a position to be in a better place than they was yesterday. So that's like that makes you feel good. And that's how I am. I'm always trying to be helpful to people. I ain't perfect, y'all, by a long shot, but I always like to see people grow and not be where they was yesterday, where they in a position where they okay, where they can survive in this daily thing called life. So that's a good thing, Antonio, and keep it up. Or anybody that's helping somebody, to be a better person than they was yesterday. That's a wonderful thing. Definitely will get blessings for that. So another example, wait a minute, Naeem said, even though people may not have experienced the same outcome as you did, doesn't mean you not acknowledged, not one bit. When you are heard, you acknowledge. You right, Naeem. Helping people always makes me feel good. Now, wait a minute, Evolve, tell me what your name is, because I know that ain't helping people. Yeah, and it do. I'm always trying to help people. Sometimes I help people so much I lose me. So that's why I said, that's why I'm saying meeting people. You can be helpful, but we definitely have to meet people where they are. We can get them the tools, but it's up to them to use it to build themselves up. Okay. Another thing with leadership, people may not have the required educational background that comes with it, whatever that may be, whether, like you say, experiences, whether you have to have a certain certificate, certain training, and whatever, the role or situation may be. Ashala. Okay. Look, let me put this. Y'all come up with these names on YouTube. And I gotta put my notes because the way my mind set up, you don't want, hopefully y'all can keep your minds and your memory, because I don't want to mess nobody's name up. So I'm going to put it right in my notes. So next time it come up, I will know. I'm telling y'all. Wait a minute. I got it right here. Ashala. Did I pronounce it right? Talia said, I try to help people because sometimes it helps. Ashala, right? Or Ashala. I try to help people because sometimes it helps me mentally, but a lot of people I try to help and they ask for it, they don't take it in at all. And Talia, you're exactly right, Talia. You're right. And then I get frustrated. Yeah, I tend to lose myself when helping people. I be having to remind myself to still make time for me. Ashala, don't beat me up over the name. Y'all know how I am. But you have to make time for yourself. But I get mad when I tell somebody something that Shayla. Am I right? Did I get it right? Oh my gosh. Y'all, I need a reading class hooked on phonics or something. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's the new names. We don't have like the basic like Mark or Tom or Betty. Those are like old school names, but y'all don't get me started. But yeah, you definitely have to make see, I got it. Look at me, y'all. Meet me where I'm at. I cannot pronounce the names. Meet me where I'm at. Help me out. Give me the resources, and it's up to me to learn it. I'm telling y'all, look, take prime example. I'm just saying, but yeah, I get upset when I'm telling something and they don't take. He told us take now, but as long as I put it out there, like they say, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink. And that's just what I have to understand with that. And, don't lose myself in the process. I just want so much for people, so much more that sometimes that they want for themselves. So I think that's where my issues come in at. And so also with leadership, people may be, content where they are, like we were just saying, you can't force anything on somebody. You only can make a suggestion. So, hey, reality, wait a minute, you done slid up here on a Thursday. What, you out enjoying the weather? Happy Thriving Thursday. All right, y'all. So another example for our school. When it comes to school, and Hanaya, I don't know if I spoke to you, when it comes to school, you may not know what direction you want to take with school. Some people want to go to college. Some people, don't. So, even so, but it's okay. If you don't want to go, you don't want to go. I mean, if you want to go, go. I would suggest you go while you're young, because it's easier as far as financial. The older you get, then they want to start giving you loans. So I would go while I can get me some scholarships, grant money or something like that. So definitely, that's the only thing out there. Definitely, because you don't want the loans and have the financial issues in your head when you finish school and got to go through that. If you can't avoid it, you can't avoid it. You got to do what you got to do. So, another one, I want to finish high school. And like I said, not further educate and not further my education, meeting people where they at. That's just what they want to do. They're going to finish, but after that, I want to work, or I want to start my own business, meeting people where they at. Some people, they go to school, they don't even want to learn. I'm not trying to learn. So, I mean, I would suggest you go to coach class. I suggest you study. I suggest you keep your grades up, or try to work on getting some grades on the books. But if you don't want to, I can't. After a certain age, I don't think it can be forced. I think it's by law or something like that. I don't know the law, but I think it's like 16. So you can't even force the child to go to school. I think. Don't quote me on it, y'all. Antonio, I be helping people anytime I can, but sometimes they don't always want help, or just don't need it at the moment. They got to find it themselves, then ask for help if they still need it. Right. So that's the thing. You can, you don't mind helping people, and you always want to help. But even if they don't need the help at the moment, but guess what? When you put it out there, because I just said, when you put it out there, people are listening to you. They, and they might not make a move on it right then and there, but down the line, it'll come back up and say, I remember, when Antonio did this, and it'll come back to you, because I'm like that. People will tell me something, and I might not listen right then and there. And then as I'm sitting down, it'll come back to me, and I say, you know what? Cam said that. And I have to say, you know what? It did work right. I just did it this way. I'm just using Cam, y'all. So, Dawn was agreeing with Antonio. All right. So in college, okay, if you're in there, please try to stay in there. Don't do that. You want to drop out. Okay. That's, if you're already there, try to make it your best. Then stay there, y'all. But that's just saying, meet people where they at. If you just feel like you gotta leave, then you need, deep down in your heart, that's what you gotta do. You can always go back. Okay. Yes, I am keep using you. When Makeda said, I'm the same way too. I'm the same way too. Stuff come back to me at the weirdest times. Yeah, and it's like, dang. And I'm always using Cam, because she'll drill me in a minute, y'all. She don't just drill y'all. She drills me. Sometimes I think she's my mother and I'm the daughter. I'm just saying. So college, you have no goals for the future. You don't know what you want to do afterwards, and you don't have no goals. I mean, I hope some of this is not some people, but if it is, hey, this is just where people at. I'm going because my mother told me to go. My father said go. My great uncle went to this college, so now I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get into the fraternities and sororities and all that, just because Auntie Bessie got in it. But I really don't even want to be a part of it for real. Like, that's a lot of times people say. And then just not taking it serious. Like I said, you doing it not for yourself, but because of somebody else. Wait a minute, not you keep putting me in a good way though. I ain't sliding you though. I ain't throwing no shade. This is in a good way. Like, she not just drill y'all. She be on me playing this and playing. I'm like, wait a minute, Cam, hold up. And y'all, you and Dawn voice, not too much. And that's exactly what she be doing. But she said, I do too much. I'm just saying, y'all. So I gotta use Cam as an example, only because y'all know Cam. That's why I'm doing it like that. So your businesses. You have your businesses. You not applying. Y'all laughing at me. You not applying. People not applying themselves, and for whatever reason, it could be financial. It could be something going on emotionally, spiritually. You just don't know what people are going through. They might just not even be into. Dawn voice. You might not even be into it at that time. They just need to take a little break, take a moment to reflect. So, like I said, they lose an interest or desires in the business, or no effort or determination, So, but it doesn't mean you give up on somebody. You don't do that. You don't know what people going through in their life, but you still try to be there, give them support, motivate them. You have to let them kind of absorb everything. And then when they're ready, they'll come back and they'll start that business back up, or they'll do in that business. Those are just examples. You'll see it being more marketed, displayed, people talking about it more. But just try to be like their baseline, to be there if they call you or text you and say, hey, I'm not really feeling it, or I'm really going through something. And just try to be a motivator, try to, be there as a support system. But, when they're ready, they will come back and probably come back with the ball swinging and jump right back out there, and I understand. I go through that a lot and see that a lot with me doing the paparazzi jewelry and me being a director. So I have team members as well. And, I can't force myself upon them. I'm a hustling type person. I'm always trying to find a way to secure a bag, and everybody is not there, and it's okay. They can they secure their bag on other ends. They secure the bag, but they may secure it on the other ends. But when they're ready to jump back out and do things, they will. I have faith in them that they will. And when the time is right, for whatever reason, you just can't keep badgering a person and just always you trying to attack them. Just let them they'll come, say what you say, be there every now and then. You throw away, hey, when you're going to come back out there. Talia said, I wish it was like that for me at times. Oh, Talia, what you mean? Elaborate on it. But definitely, just try to just be supportive to people. Like I said, be understanding to people's needs and what they're going through. So you'll also see in the other slides as well. When Cam said you just gotta sow your seed. Yeah, that's it. This is what I do before I get off my live. I always tell people, smile, stay prayed up, and under no circumstance allow anyone to steal your joy. Y'all, I always got in my life. If anybody ever watch it, I always got in my life with that. That's like I'm sowing my seed. Smile. Pray, stay prayed up. I know you're going through something, but under no circumstances, whatever you're going through, just don't allow anybody to steal your joy. I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't get nobody that much power over you. It's easier said than done. It's easier said than done. It's something that you have to learn to do. So when Talia said, I help my friends and listen to them, but when I want to talk to some of them, they just dismiss how I feel or what I have to say. And Talia, you are absolutely, I can't stand that either, Talia. You are right. I can listen, and I'm a talker. So if I shut down and actually get quiet and listen to you, that means when I come at you with something, I need that same respect and that same attention. I don't care how trivial it is. I say, man, Q got on my nerves today. He ate my ice cream, and I want to argue about it. I want to vent. Then listen to me. That, because yesterday I was just listening to you when you said your sister took a piece of gum out your pocketbook. I'm just saying, little small things like that, y'all. I'm just throwing out little suggestions, but that kind of stuff. Yeah, and Antonio, you're right. All you can do is plant it and hope it grow. Just like that. You just don't know with people. But I get you to live with that one. Work, when you at work. Some people, now this is a tough one, y'all, because I told y'all I was working social service for years. Not getting tasks done. People, so one person don't do nothing, don't do their part of the work as a team player. Now it flips down to you. So you already know they look at you to fix it. Mr. and Mrs. Fix It. So this is issues at work. Taking Cam, my examples are crazy. Just an example. Put your own words and put your own spin on it. But I'm just throwing out little things coming off the top of my head. People taking or calling out a lot. So then that leaves you to have to pick up the pieces, and people procrastinating at work, not getting the work done. And you frustrated because you come to work every day, you're on time, you do your work, and then when they don't do something because what they do affects you and others, so then you may find yourself being overworked or burnt out for trying to fix things for them. But once again, we gotta take and meet people where they are. We don't know what people going through. Might have sick family members, they're a care provider, they're going through things in relationships and with their children and their family and friends, and you don't know what the living situation is. So you have to just meet people exactly where they are. Cam said I got some crazy examples. Y'all see the shade? All right, so friendships. They focus on themselves all the time. Every time you try to talk, like Talia said, you try to tell them something's going on. You can hear them, but they don't hear you. And it's just like, okay, sometimes it's just like, all right, I'm not. Or sometimes you might just say, I'll call you back. And I put mine on block sometimes. D&D, don't even bother me because you don't even want to hear what I gotta say. But yesterday I was listening to you. Just saying, people could be going through some things. You just don't know. And when they Talia, it's like even with that, we don't know when we come with something, they could be going through something at the same time. So their reaction, our reactions would be totally different. I don't care what I'm going through. I try to be there for people despite everything I might be going through. So choosing their own path in life. Sometimes we want more for our friends than they want for themselves. We want them to follow this path, and they choosing the path that they actually want to go to. Talia said, "Oh Lord, friends, let me tell you." Right, that's how I be. I'm telling you. Listen, y'all. Relationships, whatever relationship may be, you on two different highways. You want to get your credit straight. You want to buy yourself a home. You don't want to have financial hardship. Just give an example. One person might want to go out and party, get wasted. The other person like, hey, I don't mind going out getting a cup of tea or something like that, some wings. But that's just not my thing. I don't want to come home falling all on the ground and doing things like that. Coming home arguing. Two different highways. Meeting people where they are. If you choose to deal with that, and that's what if you want to deal with that, so big. Whatever you choose to deal with is what you choose to deal with. Different goals and priorities. I have a goal to do this in the next 5 years. Talia said, I've been through a lot with so-called friends. Yeah, Talia, who you telling, girl? Throw some examples out there. If you want to share something, go by all means share it. Like I said, goals and priorities are different. I need to go home because I gotta go to school tomorrow. I gotta study, and you like, oh man, you can study next week. Yeah, that stuff ain't going nowhere. You all right? You good? Straight A student. I'm just saying, giving examples. Not willing to put the work in. Any relationship, marriages, and all that stuff is definitely work. If the person is worth it, it's definitely work. To put in. It ain't easy all the time. If you got it easy, you are blessed. But I'm just saying, relationships are work. A lot of people don't want to put the work. They want things to be easy or fed to them on a silver spoon, and it does just not work like that. Okay? Yeah, definitely got to choose your friends wisely. And that's a whole nother topic. You can go through that. Yeah, you got to put the work in. You definitely have to put the work in. So, and people don't want to do that. They just don't want to put the work in. People want an easy way out. And what it is coming to become a shortage of things like that out there. People, you running out of people because when you leave one, you go to the next one. It's the same way it was before the one you left. You know what I'm saying? So just if you put in the time and the effort in this one, you think the grass on the other side. You run to the other side and realize you're in a worse situation than you was before because you didn't want to put the work in. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you. Just saying. So in meeting people where they are, as leaders in a leadership role, we must meet people where they are in 2 steps. Okay. The first step is practice empathy. So this is where we had to take a moment to just take a woo-side moment, okay, and understand, what the other person can be thinking or feeling, like basically putting yourself in the other person's shoes. And then secondly, meet yourself where you are. This blew me out the water, y'all. When I saw it, I was like, meet myself where I'm at. Hold up, so I can meet somebody else where they at. What you mean? I had to really look at this. Wait a minute, Cam. I'm not a Cam said, okay, preacher. No, I'm just saying this blew me. Because when I do these presentations, y'all, I be learning myself. And I was like, wait a minute, meet yourself where you are. So basically, I got to do a self-evaluation. That's what I'm saying. And what's going on in my life, how I'm feeling. Allow yourself, permission to focus on what is important right now. Okay. I have a tendency of worrying. We worry a lot. I don't know if that's going to be right. I don't know how that's going to turn out. Worry about today. Today is warm outside. We all here on Thriving Thursday, which if you on here on Thriving Thursday, you blessed to see another day to even feel that sun and that spring-like weather. You know, if you on here, that means you got power, electricity. You got a roof over your head. You somewhere watching it. And prayerfully you're inside or in a building somewhere. You know, so you got up. You have it's warm out, Dawn. I'm telling you. So you definitely have to look at all of that and just be like right now in the present. You know, we worrying about the next week and the week after. Right now. So that's when you meeting people where they are. You got to be understand what they going through, what they feeling, and then you also have to understand what you going through, because what you going through can affect where you are, where you expecting people to be a certain way because of what you going through. I never even looked at it like that. A self-evaluation. I'm here to tell you, I was like, wow, that's something. So with empathy, acknowledge the other person's pain. You know, share how you feel, show gratitude that the person opened up, show interest, be encouraging and be supportive. You know, for example, have you felt sad because a friend feels sad? That's empathy. You know, so look at, I'm trying to think of an example without using Cam. Like, let me see. I'm gonna use Q. I'm gonna use K. All right, because they can't get me. So I gotta use they can't come. So with yeah, it feel good out there. Yeah, I'm telling you, feel good. Don't put your coat on though, because next week we be coughing. That's how this is still winter. Can't lose focus. But like with Q, I have to, sometimes, he got a lot that he's expecting. He is expecting not to get in trouble in school. And by no means that's if he get in trouble, he's gonna get fussed out by me, his father. He got hit from his sister, he got hit from other people, he gonna lose his phone, he gonna lose his tablet, all that stuff he gonna go through. But I have to understand he got a lot of responsibilities on him for to be 6 years old. And in addition to him having his ADHD and his anxiety. So sometimes when we put a lot of expectations on him, it can cause his anxiety to raise up because I don't want to mess up, and you're going to make mistakes. You're 6 years old. I mean, I'm 40 some years old. I make mistakes. So it's like, sometimes I say, well, how was your day? And this is something I'm practicing, y'all, because I'm quick. How was your day? Or he may say, I wasn't too good. And, today I didn't listen or something. I was like, God say, I'm glad that you shared that with me, but why wasn't you listening today? Instead of me, because I'm quick to say, well, you're supposed to be listening, this and that. And I'm going off. Now, mind you, got anxiety. So me yelling and screaming, I'm going to call your father. Then his father going to get him. Then you're going to lose your phone. He don't want to lose his phone. He loves his electronics. So those type of things. So I'm saying, well, maybe tomorrow, I appreciate you opening up, being honest. Maybe tomorrow you can have a better day. We'll try again tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day. You're going to make mistakes. Every day not going to be a good day. And then I'm noticing to show him like encourage and support, I have to work on me. I could have had a bad day. I ain't get a nap today. Cam, here I go again. Cam then called me with something. Not that she bothered me like that, but she could have called me with something. So that's on my mind. And somebody else called me with their issues. That's on my mind. So when I go pick up Q from aftercare, I'm already on edge. So when he come telling me I didn't listen today, but why didn't you listen? But it's because I'm going through something myself. And I had to be understanding like, okay, he wasn't with you earlier today, so something could have occurred at school. He feeling some type of way. Something was said. Somebody looked at him the wrong way or whatever. And so that's where you have to be kind of have some empathy and say, okay, he's 6 years old, and there's a lot of responsibility put on him to be 6. So just giving an example, y'all, how God used my kids because I don't want nobody else to come at me. So these are some of the empathy statements when somebody come at you. Thank you, Dawn. I understand what you're feeling. These, ways you can come at people. You're making a lot of sense to me. Okay, I think I get it. So what you're feeling is. So those are like ways when you're doing empathy with people. Just examples that you can use. So, meeting you where you are. Okay. Meeting us where we are. self-evaluation. When we need to meet others where they are, we can tend to let what we're feeling or going through, I just said with Q, to affect our ability to meet others where they are, if that makes sense. I could be going through something and I'm expecting Q to have a good day, no issues. You ain't supposed to have been like, had the teacher had to talk to you, you wasn't in a fight with your classmates today. But things happen. You don't know what could have done. But soon I'll be waiting for those reports. Soon as he get out, how was your day? I asked the aftercare people, his teacher, how was he today? So it's like, but it could be, and I could be and going through something and can tend to go take it off on him. Example here, a friend came to you. I just lost my family member in a fight. Sad to say, just example. But my team member is getting ready to level up in her business. I don't congratulate or show no interest or support because of what I'm going through. Sometimes we have to try to show empathy despite what we're facing because we will want the same in return. And so I lost my family member. I do, condolences. I mean, this is just an example, but I also want to try my best to pull myself through it. And try to have no, this is just an example, Dawn. This ain't really happened. This is an example. It ain't really happened. Just an example. Hey, Miss Michelle, happy Thriving Thursday. Good evening to you. But just an example. But my friend just leveled up in the business. My friend need me to be there, to congratulate him or her. And I'm not trying to really show no interest. I could have easily say congratulations. It don't take but a few seconds to say congratulations. No, I ain't. This was just an example, Dawn. That's something I came up with, but no, that ain't happened. So definitely, try to pull yourself. I know sometimes we go through these type of things, but try to be there to be a support system to our friends, because when we go through it, things we go through, which we will go through some things, we want that same support. So we definitely have to try to. It's hard though when you going through that, you feeling down, you're grieving, but you just try. And then sometimes you have to realize coming out and doing things to get some air can definitely help you to feel better. I've learned that as well. But if you just sitting there and just always just down in the dump, sometimes even going out there, sitting on your porch or going out, don't, be careful out there, but going outside and getting some fresh warm air, sunlight, vitamin C or whatever comes from the sun, definitely can help you to feel better. So that was just an example. That ain't really happened, but that was just an example. No, that ain't really happening, Lord knows, Jesus. But so meeting you where you are. So when it says that, it's like sitting in an uncomfortable feeling of grief or anger. This is for you. You self-reflecting, right? And you don't ask your feelings to go away. You ask your feelings, why are they staying? I lost my grandmother a few years ago during the pandemic. But even with that, you have to ask yourself, would they want me to sit here and grieve? Or would she want me to go, continue? I'm going to think she always going to be in my memories and things like that. I'm going to never forget her. But she would want me to get up, pull myself together, dry my eyes, and go ahead and do what I'm supposed to do. Go get the house that she feel like I should have for my kids, and go get the business growing that I can have to be able to take care of my family, and also leave it to my kids if something should happen to me. So they would have financial, be able to be financially set as well. So those are things that, like, why am I just still, it's a process though. It ain't going to happen overnight. So, and then you look at yourself without judgment, don't try to fix it. Rather feel compassion for yourself. Don't judge yourself like I'm sitting around here. This is just a form of weakness. I'm crying. Hey, that's part of grieving. That's part of that you angry about, upset about something. So, you have to deal with your own emotions and feelings, and do a self-evaluation, because we can't meet people where we are and we still got stuff inside of us that we're not dealing with. Inside, anger, pain, hurt. That's why they say take time to heal. So that's rounding that lines of that, y'all. So, anyone had a time where they had to meet themselves where they were. I just shared, the grief of my grandmother passing. My mom passed when Camry was like 2 years old. That is like I was grieving that, but I still had to be a mom to Cam despite my mother passed. That's like my mother's like my world, like my whole life changed when my mother passed. But I still had to be a mom to her. I couldn't fall apart, lay up underneath the covers. I ain't gonna cook nothing. I ain't gonna feed her no food. And my mom wouldn't want me to do that. She would want me to pull myself together. When it was her time to go, she had to go. God wanted her home. But I'm going to be okay regardless. She still passes through my memory. I still think about her. I haven't forgot about her, but I'm learning how to maneuver through life, with her being there in spirit, and going on from there. So you can always, put in the chat, where there's a time you may have to do that as well. So, meeting you where you are, you definitely have to do it. You have to check in with ourselves. We definitely got to check in some time with ourselves. Do a self-talk. Ask yourself questions. Even if you don't know the answer, guess what you're doing? Finding a path to a peace of mind is called self-talk. I don't know about y'all. Sometimes I have to talk to myself and say, self, now you know better than that. You better get yourself on the right track, do the right thing. And you ain't crazy if you do it, because sometimes we gotta ask ourselves, why am I even doing this? What am I doing? Why did I do that? Or what's gonna be my next step? Sometimes it's safer to ask yourself than, because you don't want no judgment. When you ask yourself, definitely don't try to judge yourself. Even if you don't know the answer to it, it'll come back to you later. It'll come back up, something else will come up, and you'll ask yourself, I shouldn't even have did it. So 5 secrets to meeting you where you are. Okay. Unhook from first of all, stop worrying about what others may think of you. Don't even worry about that's one thing, and I'm a biggest advocate of it, worrying about what somebody else think. I don't know why I do it. It just do not but tears me down, because I'm worrying about what others think. Okay. So that's one. Another is make peace with all of your perceived imperfections, failures, and mishaps. It's okay. You're not perfect. I done failed over and over again. Like I said, I done been up and I done been down. And it's okay. That's part of life. Everything ain't gonna be smooth sailing. You're gonna make mistakes, and just bouncing back is what's good. You're gonna bounce back. It's gonna take some time, or you might bounce back tomorrow, but you will bounce back, especially if you have a determination to do that. Stop judging yourself. Appreciate your defined self. Create your life. We going out here changing our bodies and all that kind of stuff. We was created to have meat. I got a gut and all that. We was head big, or whatever they want to say. People say about it. I was meant to be built just the way I am. My money, sometimes we want to definitely try to save if you can, but sometimes you just don't have enough. You just have enough just to make the ends meet. So your relationships, think about what kind of relationship you want. The relationship, a lot of times, the relationship we plan to have is not the one we have. We just know different things that we want to be in a relationship. So try to align yourself up with people that are on those levels that you're looking for. But we have to understand people are not perfect. It's going to be something where anybody you deal with, it don't even matter. That's just how the life go. Your joys, enjoy whatever your joys are, whatever you like to do. Your personal transformation from a space of pure unconditional love and appreciation from where you are. So definitely, love and appreciate where you are right now. If you're going to change it, go ahead and change it. But only you can change it when you ready. We try to force it, we try to support you, but just when you're ready, you'll change. Get the people the tools and let them build their own self up. Keep on being supportive and motivating and encouraging the people. Don't just turn your back. I wouldn't just not, but don't lose yourself in the process. So sometimes you say, hey, how you doing? Yeah, Jay said time flies by. Right, because we down to 2 minutes. Okay. But those are some of the tools. And this is another one. Bless the journey. Look at where you came from to now. Be blessed of what you went through to now, because where you went through back then is where you're supposed to be right now, and you went through it for a reason. You might not know the reason, but you'll learn what the reason be, even if it come down the line. Know the present isn't perfect. The past. I know, Kayla, the future is the future, but only now exists. Focus your energy on right now, in the present moment. Create your energy for now. You're exactly where you should be. Nothing else. Make choices based on where you are right now. We ain't worrying about what you did last week. right now, make your choices from where you at right now. Don't beat yourself up if you make a mistake. You always fix it. Meeting people where they are. Before we can do that, we definitely have to understand what the other person is going through, as well as understand what we're going through, and to not pass judgment. Just be in the moment and build from that. Now, Naeem said, man, time flies. Like 2 years ago, I was 16. Now I'm 18. Naeem, you ain't even got said. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going on 40 something. Y'all, I was just 18 last week. So let me stop. We have to understand what is meant to be will definitely be. We can't focus on the past, but to build off the present to shape the future. Okay. All right, y'all. So any questions or concerns, you definitely can put them down in the chat. Okay. Yeah, Cam, don't remind me you're almost 20. That means I'm getting older. So I'm Miss Malvina, y'all. Thank y'all for watching my session this week. We'll be back same time, same place. Okay, that is my email address if anybody wants to reach out to me. Okay, of course you can always reach out to me through Cam, but yeah, Cam, don't remind nobody you're 20, because then that means ooh. Yeah, Cam, I'm 2 decades on this earth. You welcome for your Lord. I hope y'all have a blessed and safe remainder of your week. You welcome, Dawn. See you. Y'all definitely be safe out there. Go out there, be productive. I will see y'all next week. Same time, same place. Y'all. Okay. I know that's right, Dawn. Thank you. See y'all. Love y'all. All right, y'all. See y'all next week. Have an amazing week too, Dawn, and the rest of y'all. See you, Naeem.